Welcome back, people, on the case. Let's just get right out and say it. Big fat loser. Again. I'm literally, oh my God. I was listening to last week's episode yesterday and I was like, oh guys, next time I come back, I'm gonna be a winner. No winner. I should have actually brought Catherine Thomas's trophy in here because Catherine Thomas, one, has a podcast here and also is on Q102. She won Best Radio Show. And I seen her award out on her desk and I was like, maybe I'll just snatch that right up. So, wait, Paul, you're gonna need a mic today. Do you have one?
I have a mic.
Oh, you have one. So, what do you think of me being a big fat loser?
You're not fat and you're not a loser.
Well,
but you lost
both
this time.
Are questionable.
I think you need to get Lisa back to do a rematch, touch those taros and go, what went wrong?
You were pretty confident in me this time.
I was confident. I did send you a capital letters message on the day. You look stunned.
Thank you.
You
well,
look cute.
let's bring it back,
well,
guys.
let's who'd you lose to, more importantly?
No, we're not going to go there yet. We're going back to the start, right?
Okay.
As Coldplay said, let's take it back to the start. It's a song. Okay, so Gossies morning, I wake up, I say, Dad, make me some pancakes because you always make me pancakes the morning of the Gossies. And he was like, Kasey, get out of my room. You've only been once. This isn't a ritual. And I said, well, we're starting a ritual. So he gets out of bed, makes me pancakes. My mom is ironing my clothes for me. My sister is helping put my dress into the car. It's a whole family ordeal. And then I drive up to Dublin. To be honest, it was actually like a carbon copy of last year. Like every single thing happened the exact same. So I drive to it's not a hotel, it's apartments. It's called Premier Suites. It's so nice. It's right across from the RDS. You wouldn't actually know it was there unless you knew it, if that makes sense. Like it kind of just was like houses. But anyway, went in, luckily my room was ready, checked in. I was sharing a room with Miriam, but she wasn't staying over because she was going to South Africa like that night. So but she was still getting ready there, whatever. So I checked in anyways. It was like a full blown apartment. It was so nice. And then I headed over to the RDS, to the glam suite. So they have hair and makeup there for us. So went over, got my skin prep done. And I'm kind of regretting getting skin prep only because it all gets in your hair. Then your hair is kind of greasy, which is obviously not what you want when you're about to get your hair done. So yeah, got the skin prep before I was glowing. And then I went in, got my makeup. I got my makeup done off Holly. Again, as I said, literally a repeat of last year. Sat in the same seat, same makeup artist, same makeup. And me and Holly actually have so much in common. It's so random. Stuff that I actually can't even say on this podcast because it's just scandalous stuff we have in common. But yeah, we were chatting away. Nadia was there. It was Nadia's first year at the Gossies. She got invited like 2 days before or like the day before. So she was like up the walls. We got our makeup done off the same girl. Holly Bronze and Glow was her Instagram if you're looking, guys. It's the only time I've got my makeup done before that I've just like loved and had nothing that I didn't like about it. Except for when my mother does it, of course, because if I don't say that, she'll kill me. She hasn't done it in years, though, because we just kill each other when she does my makeup. But yeah, then I got my hair done. They have Keira Lambert there doing the hair, and I brought my extensions they gave me last year. Do you know what? It's actually shocking. I don't even know the name of the girl that did my hair. But she was gorgeous. She was blonde. She was 21. That's all I know. But I should have got her name. I'm a joke. But I got I kind of wanted like beachy, mermaidy wave situation. Hair was gorgeous, got my extensions, but in the extensions only come out like once a year, but they really help my hair like hold because my hair doesn't really hold. Yeah, love my hair, love my makeup. Went back to the hotel then. Nia was getting her makeup done in my hotel because she wanted to get like a Zara Larsson kind of makeup done. And obviously she didn't want to to ask the people that were there doing the Gossies makeup to do Zara Larsson makeup because it obviously take a lot longer. So she got someone to come to the hotel and do it. And then Miriam came over and we were all just there making our TikToks. I was kind of stressed that I wasn't going to be able to focus and get my stuff done because I kind of like to be in a dark room on my own when I'm making my TikToks. So luckily Nia went to get a drink for us. And Miriam was touching up her makeup in the bathroom. So I had the whole apartment to myself basically to make my videos, which was great. All the Gossies content popped off. Thank God. Because I know you probably see it as oh, you're going for the awards, it's fun, it's whatever. It's work. For me, it's work. So then again, you know me, I make 20 times more videos than everyone else. Not because I'm better than everyone else, because I'm just more crazy than everyone else. So did my transitions, got videos with the girls, did our outfit of the night, did the whole works, and then headed over. So it starts the pink carpet starts at 6. But we went over for about 6:45, 6:07. Went over 6:07 and got 6:07, got our pictures on the carpet. And to be honest with you, my most stressful experience is getting photos because one, I always hate how I look, regardless. Okay. Second, I know I'm currently not at my ideal body weight. Okay. So I knew that was going to be a struggle for photos. But anyway, Brian McAvoy, great photographer, always takes my pictures at events, and I actually love my picture, which was lovely. My mom and dad know Brian for years. He is like, if you're at an event and it's a good event, you know Brian's going to be there. So it's so funny because I met Brian at my very first ever event, which was with Goss. I think it'll be 3 years ago this month, which is crazy. And I remember being like, hey, like I think you know my mom and dad. So it's funny because he's always kind of looked after me and like seen me go from like literally knowing nobody and like creeping into events to being like, I'm here, take my picture. So yeah, got my picture and then headed in. My table, I was sat with Anna, Olivia and Rory. I mean, king and queen, might I add, mom and dad. Miriam, Kaylee Trapp. Who else was there? I'm going brain dead. I'm going to get myself cancelled. Terry McAvoy's husband. I don't know what his name is. So bad. Chris, Rachel Gorry's friend. I'm going to get myself cancelled. That was it, I think. Yeah, that was it on my table. So, as we all know, guys, I've said this before, I said it last year, if you're sat up the front, okay, you have a high chance of winning because they're not going to put you down the back if you're going to be a big fat loser because you're going to have to walk the whole way through the crowd. So at my table, in my category, it was myself, Miriam and Chris. So I was like, right, it's obviously one of us. Come on, seriously. Honestly, did I think I was going to win? No. Did I want to win? Of course. Do I believe I had the most people voting for me like every single day? Probably, because I plagued my family, I plagued everyone I work with, and also my followers are very dedicated, especially the younger girls. Like they would definitely be voting every single day. But obviously, inevitably didn't get the most votes because I didn't win. So anyway, my category was in the first section, which was, I don't know if it was good or bad. Last year I was at the very, very end, but this year I was like the 5th or 6th award, I want to say. So I didn't have long to wait. But during these awards, I'm basically up and down to the bar, up and down chatting to people, in and out of the toilet, not doing what you would think, guys. There was a whole fucking scandal on TikTok. You've probably seen it. Well, it wasn't a scandal. Rashid posted a video basically saying that somebody offered her something. And I don't know. Anyway, moving on. That's not got to do with me and it wasn't me anyways. So yeah, missed the starter, missed the mains. I don't know where I was. I came back to the table and Rory was like, your food has come and gone. They put it there and they took it away. So I ate nothing. And bear in mind, I was after having like 4 West Coast Coolies for pre-drinks. Notions, bought a bottle of Prosecco. Don't know where that was coming from. I went up and got a glass and I said to your man at the bar, I was like, should I get a bottle? And he was like, I don't know. Like, it's your decision. So I got a glass and then I was like, sure, look, I'll come back up and get a bottle afterwards because a glass was €10.50 and a bottle was €38. So girl math, got the bottle. Anyways, gets to our category. Of course, I put the phone up to video just in case. And shock horror, I'm a loser. So Chris ended up winning. Chris also won my category last year. So I mean, look, fair enough. Cult following, great at what he does. He's a huge following as well. And to be honest with you, anyone in my category deserves to win. I'm not just saying that. I was probably one of the smallest in that category. But yeah, wasn't the end of the world. Didn't ruin my night. At this point, I'm just happy to be there. Last year was the only year I really wanted to win because I was like, oh, newcomer. And I've done so well this year. To go from newcomer to social media star in the space of 1 year and to be in a category with people like Eric Roberts, Miriam Mullins, Lauren Whelan, like people with huge followings is great. And like when you think about the amount of people that post on social media, like there's hundreds of people that post on social media in Ireland. So to be up there with them is great. So I'm happy out. So yeah, came back to the table, then ate my dessert. That was all I had. And oh yeah, I went, right. So they had a touch-up hair station there, right? And I went over and they changed my part into a side part. Did you notice that? Probably not.
It's on trend now.
Yeah, they changed my part and I was kind of like, oh, because I had a few drinks, I didn't really mind. And everyone said it looked better, but it just kind of freaks me out. I used to wear a side parting for years. So I don't know, the Instagram photos I ended up posting, I had a side parting in them. So guys, maybe we're bringing back the side part. Who knows?
It's back.
It could be back. What else happened? Oh my God, how have I forgotten? I got to meet my icon, Madison Cawley, who I will hopefully have on this couch very shortly. She asked me, did I want to do Lush Life? And I said, hell yeah. Also got Megan in it from Love Island. I had never met Megan before, but we follow each other. So when I seen her, it was like we just knew each other, which is kind of crazy. She's tiny, guys. She's actually like 4'9". I felt like I was looking down at her. And then I was like to her, oh my God, I need to go over and say hi to Connor. Like, I feel like I know Connor, even though like, obviously we've never met and we don't follow each other. But she was like, oh my God, of course he knows you. So I went over, said hi. He was like recording on a camcorder. It was giving like old vibes. Then who else did I meet? Jack Keaton. I'd met him before. Need to try to get him on the pod, guys. That's next on the list. I think I was drunk talking to him about Love Island. I was like, oh my God, I want to know everything. I'm not even going to stand here and lie, guys. I'm obsessed with Love Island. And I'm not the kind of person who goes up to someone and is like, oh my God, like, I love you. I want to know this. I want to know that. But when it comes to Love Islanders, I will. I am obsessed with that show. I don't care what anyone says. And I'm sure Steve, who will not be with us today because we have nothing to talk about, is the same. I just remember saying to Jack, I think I remember being like, you were a bit awkward. And he was like, thanks. But no, I do remember having a good conversation with him. And I do remember telling him that he came across really well. And I remember saying to him like, oh, were you always shitting yourself that you were going to be next to go home? And he did say, yeah, like every time there was a dumping, like I thought it was me. But no, hopefully someday we'll get him here. We can have the chats. What else? Guys, loads of people keep asking me, oh my God, what happened at the Gossies? I don't have much to report. Like I went, got my content, got my pictures, didn't eat any food, drank a bottle of Prosecco, went home. TBH. Like I had an apartment across the road, as I said, went over with the girls after, me, Nadia, Miriam and Nia, to get a change of shoes. And when I got there, I was like, why would I go back out? Like I'm in my lovely warm apartment. Uncle Pat was on the way. I could just order a Domino's right now. And that's what I did. Because why would I hike from Ballsbridge into town, go to 37 for probably an hour to come home? Do you get me, Paul? Did I make the right decision, do you think?
You went your gut.
Yeah. If I won now, I probably would have went out, like to celebrate or whatever. But like, what was the point? I was already after having like way too much to drink. I always look at it like, what benefit do I have going there? Is there anything going to benefit me by going to 37 Dawson Street right now? Probably not.
I sent you good wishes though.
You did. A lot of people did. And guys, honestly, oh my God, this is so cringe, but Uncle Pat told me that night, I barely remember this. I woke up the next morning and I was like, was I crying last night? And he was like, yeah. So I was sobbing, crying to him, being like, I just feel so bad for my followers. I lost for them. Because I genuinely mean that, right? Not that it means nothing to me. Of course it would mean a lot to me if I won. But yous are the ones that watch me. Yous are the reason that I'm getting these nominations. And yous are the people voting every day. I'm not voting. Well, actually, I was voting. I was voting every day. But yeah, not that I felt like I let people down, but I had people text me being like, oh, I voted for you every day. And my mom voted for you. My boyfriend voted for you. And then I lose. And I'm like, I feel really bad now. But I know yous don't. Like, yous aren't going to be like, oh, I voted for that one every day and start losing. Do you get me?
Yeah, you'll win one day.
I will win one day. And like, do you know what it is? Who actually cares? Who cares? At the end of the day.
It's good content.
Yeah, like I'm not going to die. Like,
giving you character, giving you grit.
Yeah, but like some people text me and they were like, I just know it would have meant so much to you if you did win, which of course it would. Sure, it means a lot to everyone. Like there's not many social media awards in Ireland. There's literally the Stellars, the Gossies, and then I think the VIP Style Awards. But I don't think they're influencery awards. I think they're more style and fashion. I don't really know. But yeah, I'd love there to be, I don't know, I'd love there to be an awards where either you can only vote once. So I feel like that seems more fair. Or it's like a panel that like pick the winners maybe. I don't know. To be fair, when I went to the Valabas, they were picked by like a panel. And I still lost.
What about a TikTok awards? Is that not a thing?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't think there is TikTok. There should be a TikTok awards. Neve got an award from TikTok. But that was for like being one of the top sellers or whatever. Not there wasn't like an actual award ceremony or whatever. But yeah, guys, we live to see another day. Roll on next year, hopefully nominated again. It's great. It's great to go to. It's good to see everyone in your own industry and meet people you don't meet on the regular. It was great crack, I have to say. And yeah, that's kind of it, guys. Do I have anything else? Did anything else happen during the week, Polly?
No, you're not vaping now.
No, and I'll tell you something, right? So this is so funny. So for a while, there's been a vaping campaign on the horizon, and I only got confirmation yesterday that I've gotten it, which is great because obviously I am anti-vaping. Anyone in my life that vapes, I'm trying to get them off them. But yeah, I'm doing an ad for the HSE for anti-vaping, and twice today, 3 different people said to me today, is that a vape? Because I've been holding, where is it? My emotional support lip balm. I literally, well, back in the day, I couldn't live without this. But now I have so many different lip oils that like I could live without it, but I still love it. This looks like a vape apparently. And I was like, of all days, guys, to be asking me if this is a vape, today's not the day because I'm doing an anti-vape ad. But yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. It's actually targeted at under 17s to like obviously de-influence them to vape. Have I tasted a vape before? Yes. Have I ever bought one? No. So guys, keep your eyes out. Loads of work coming in at the moment actually, which is great. I won't say the rest of them yet because they're not posted. Well, the vape one's not posted either, but what's that? Oh, it's fine. It's not, it's happening. Usually I don't say stuff until they happen, but this is happening. What else is on the I went to a spin class this morning. Really not a fan. Don't like spin classes. My management were doing it for International Women's Day. So I said, I'll be there. I'm horrendous at spin. I don't enjoy it. It was my second ever class. I kind of prefer doing like my tribe classes, you know? Anything planned this weekend? Actually, tomorrow, this is going to sound so like whatever, but I have like 5 different offers tomorrow to do stuff. And I just don't know if I'm arsed with any of them. I'm booked in for tribe at 12:30. But there's like 4 different events / invites I could do tomorrow. But I'm kind of like, am I bothered? No. But it's now Thursday. So I kind of have to decide. I'm kind of tired now, out of breath now, and I have 2 guests coming.
Take a break.
They're texting me.
Let's take a break.
Okay, guys. Well, is that all I have to say though?
Yeah.
Gossies did some interviews outside Ray last night, guys. Prepare to see me outside the Tree Arena for more concerts. I feel like I had something else. Is that it?
I think that's it.
That's it, guys. Right. Back after the break. Hey. We're the new socially awkward.
I'm
Guys.
Daniel.
I wanted to be Daniel.
Well, you don't have a choice. You get what you're given in this life.
Go on. Who are you?
I'm Shanice.
Don't make me be Brandon. I'm joking.
Step by step when you're moving in, you come to the club, you're
Sick
cruising.
man.
Jazzy.
Oh,
Okay, I'll be Brandon. I'm just not really arse going. Like, I'm gonna probably get paid $3,000, but I'm not really arse going. Like, I don't really care about like free stuff anymore. And I'm joking. Love you, Brandon. Okay, moving on, guys. My guests are here. This chaotic intro. Dylan. I
Yeah.
was going to say Dylthegayalien. You know, I don't know your last name.
No one does about.
I know.
No, it's not the same as horse.
Is it public
Is it
knowledge?
not? Oh yeah, it
No.
is.
Dylan Arkins and
When you
No.
see now, this gets clipped, they'll all be in the straight in the comments.
straight on Statel and Amber. I was about to say you've been here before, but like you haven't.
No.
As in like on my podcast.
No,
I just feel like you have.
no, you don't like me that much.
No. So I decided to get the 2 of them together because
We're not cool enough to have her on.
That's true. Not much to talk about on our own. And if you didn't know, he's our cousins.
Yeah.
So you like,
First one.
he's first cousin.
Yeah.
You gave me Amber gave me a little bit of backstory on Snapchat voice note, but I just said I don't want to know to save it for the podcast. So what's the relation?
What you mean? We're fucking cousins.
No, but like how are his cousins?
Oh, do you want to say?
See, I knew there was going to be some sort of weird.
No, your ma is my auntie,
Yeah.
like proper auntie.
Your mom.
Dylan's mom.
My ma
Is
is
your
Amber's
auntie.
auntie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your ma's are sisters.
No, my dad
Dad, in inverted commas.
Your dad.
is
Mm,
Dylan's uncle. They're
Well,
brother-
it used to be. It used to be her dad. Used to be my uncle. Let's just
Yeah.
say that.
Is it given like Uncle Pat? Like no,
No.
No.
actual uncle.
The actual uncle.
like
Okay.
went out for the milk type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your mom
Well,
is
That's
sisters.
so
he
awkward.
went out for something else.
Your mom is sisters with your dad who went out for the milk.
Yeah.
Okay, right, guys. If you're confused, they're first cousins, basically.
Yeah.
We're literally blood cousins, like.
Blood cousins.
Yeah.
What's your blood type?
I don't fucking know.
We were talking about this before the podcast, guys. So your cousins, and there was something else I was going to ask you about the family. Oh yeah, you said that you weren't like friendly for years. Is this true?
Oh.
Now listen, right?
Okay.
So my dad, he didn't speak to your mom for
No.
years, and so then that meant I wasn't allowed to see his mom for years.
Okay.
Then my dad went out for the milk,
He went out for the milk.
Yeah. Done a borner.
and
Right.
then Dylan's mom, my auntie, started taking me every like second weekend, like my dad that went out for the milk used to.
Right.
So then that's when we became friends.
Yeah, but we did used
Lovely
to see
story.
each other in me nannies all the time, though.
No, that's
So me and Amber did have our own relationship
Okay, well-
before, like, me and me
all
ma.
that happened. Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
like, she used to be doing, it was literally her doing crabs in the splits in me nanny's sitting room
Yeah.
and I'd be twerking in the corner. Being like, Amber, come over and show you.
These were messed up from a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you only didn't see each other No, it's not that you didn't see each other at all. You just didn't see each other in...
Like
Just
in
didn't see each
space.
other as much as we probably
Yeah,
wanted
You
to.
probably as much as you could have.
Yeah, literally.
But your granny's was like the meeting point.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Then she died.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Jesus Christ. This podcast is a write-off.
Rest in peace, Trisha.
R.I.P. Every time I met my granddad, I'm like, yeah, R.I.P. But, okay, so then you both start posting on social media.
Mhm.
Was that anything to do with each other both saying you both want to do it?
We both started at the exact same time
Yeah.
because
Did
it
ya?
was Amber that was already, I think, on it because obviously it changed from Musical.ly to TikTok. And then when I started posting, then obviously Amber was posting and I was messaging her being like, oh my God, like, what do you do with this? Or like, how do you do this? And then like, we were just kind of like bouncing off each other and on like supporting each other when we first
Okay.
started growing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Was that pre-COVID?
Yeah. Like, yeah, because it
Was
would have
it?
been because COVID started like properly in
I
like March or
started
something.
during COVID though.
No, you didn't.
Did.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I started in like January 2020.
Because
That was kind of just about COVID.
Yeah.
We've made a couple of TikToks during COVID, like when you weren't supposed to allowed go out to the house.
Amber, don't be
around.
fucking saying that.
5 years later, the guards, man, you don't ring the guards now.
Like I'd go up to me Auntie Sharon's regardless.
Yeah,
And
but
we've
that's
made one.
family and all.
Yeah, that's family.
different.
I know it's different.
That's different, it is. So it is.
Guys, you are like during this podcast, it's going to be like actual brain rot. But the funniest thing is, right? I don't remember when I like came aware of you, but Dylan, I've told you this before.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Dylan. So it's actually kind of crazy now that you're just like sitting on my podcast, like
I
so.
know, on your podcast.
Yeah, my podcast.
Oh.
So when I was with the rodent, hate to mention, I just remember lying in bed, obviously not talking to him because boring, watching Dylan's TikToks. And I would be hysterical. I've told you this before. The one you done about something to do with Michael Collins and lip filler.
Oh, I got rallied over
Did you?
that.
You
Yeah.
were like, you
I can't even
lip
say
filler.
I can't even say the person's joke because it'll actually start going again. But it was basically a particular lip injector that's famous for doing lip injections. But during COVID, she was like
Not the
posting-
box job Neve got, no.
No, a different one. There's that many of them fucking around. I
know
swear.
the one you're on about.
But the one I was on about, basically, she was posting mad stuff during COVID. Like she was comparing like COVID, like the COVID centers to like bleeding Auschwitz and everything, like mad stuff, right? So like I just like made a video about like the whole conspiracies of it all. Like, don't get like. I can't even remember what I was saying, but her whole family was like going mad in the comments because I was like basically saying, oh, if you want to get a botched lip filler off this person, and all, they were like, botched, what you mean, botched? And I was shitting because they all had like mad, like, I mean, like the most, like they genuinely, the whole, well, actually, no. Do you know, I actually don't even care. The whole family, it was like you put their names into like, you know, them like generators is like generate a name. They're all like these.
Like bad names.
Yeah, like bleeding candy blue and all. It was all, and they were all rallying me in the comments. I was shitting. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get taken off the map.
But was it not meant to be a joke? Like a little
Yeah,
skit,
but
like.
anytime I've done, there was another one. This was you probably know who I'm on about. I don't know who you know, right? But there's a big influencer in Ireland, right? One of the biggest.
Nemo?
Right? No. No, she got snubbed like you know?
Oh, don't mention the Gossies to Nemo.
But one of the biggest, I'll tell you this after, right?
Okay.
Basically what happened was I made a video and I'll actually give enough information so people can go and find it, right?
Okay.
So I made a video. Did you ever see Chris Crocker leave Brittany alone?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So basically this person was getting cancelled at the time on Twitter because they had basically, it was like COVID lockdown and it was all like restrict yourself and like 2 meters away and all. So this person in particular went on a brand holiday and then came back from the brand holiday and then went to a brand event. So it was basically like they were more or less a super spreader, right? So basically what happened was everyone was rallying this person over and my friend texted me at the time being like, why don't you make a video about this and all, because like everyone's talking about it on Twitter. And I was like, oh my God, you know what, I will. So the only thing I could think of was like, oh my God, I should do like a Chris Crocker style video, like leave this person alone. This person in particular was from the makeup community and I was like,
The makeup community.
So I was like, leave her alone. How is she meant to know about social distance and the washing hands and when there's a cook crease upload to YouTube every 0.3 seconds, right? And I was just completely taking the piss being like, why are you going after someone like this for the pinnacle of health and safety when they literally are doing makeup? Like
For a
it was
living,
more,
yeah.
it was more so taking the piss out of cancel culture. So I posted it, it started gaining traction straight away. She commented under the video and put laughing faces and everything. And I was like, oh, like, you know, like a little stamp of approval or whatever.
Yeah.
So then like a month later, I was like, this was at the very start when I was doing TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, I should upload this video onto my Instagram. And I think it was the first video I had actually uploaded from doing TikTok. And basically what happened that day, I was having a real bad day. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to put this up. And then, because I know I'm going to get like a bit of positive feedback from it.
Well,
yeah, so it's going to give me a little boost or whatever. And I posted it, and I know this influencer's sister from basically my friends used to hang around with the sister, and they know the influencer themselves. And I had only been at like sessions with her, like barely ever knew her, right? So I posted it, and she wrote under the video being like, is this meant to be a joke or something?
The sister.
Right? Yeah, the sister. And I was like, oh, can I say who it is and you can bleep it out?
Yeah.
All right.
I need to know. Stop! Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Oh, this changes the whole trajectory of the story.
So basically what happened was the sister messed then. I was like, I didn't understand the sarcasm. So she was obviously being like poor tick about it. So I was like, yeah, like it is a joke. What you mean? And she started messaging me being like, who the fuck do you think you are? And all like, you're just like some little troll and all this shit and all right. And start like messaging me as if I knew her personally and we were best friends since we were fucking in junior infants or something, right? And I was like, she was like, are you for real posting that? I was like, what are you on about? I was like, your sister literally commented under the video, laughing faces and all. And she goes, did you not realize that like she has you blocked? And I was like, I do not give a fuck about your sister or even follow her to even notice that she has me blocked. She didn't block me on TikTok. She blocked me on Instagram. So I was like, wow, how does that make sense? So then what happened was we were going back and forward and all. And she was like, I was saying to her, I was like, I don't understand in what world do you think that I have loyalty towards your sister to like she was basically like to me, like I goes to her, she commented under the video laughing faces and she goes, yeah, because she didn't know what to say. Well, she shouldn't have fucking said anything at all then. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You're basically saying that you approved of it. And she was like, she's been sobbing and all over this video and all. I was like, are you well in
You
the
want to have a
head?
look at my
I was like,
comments?
it's
You'll be
not
sobbing
that,
then.
I was like, it's not that deep. She was going on as if I was literally like proper targeting her for like a hate campaign. I was like, this is literally like just the most stupidest video of me like joking about cancel culture,
If
whatever.
then you were like nearly on her side, being like, why is everyone taking this so seriously?
Exactly. When I seen her putting the laughing faces and all, I was like, oh, deadly. Like I didn't even think, oh my God, she needs to be cool about this, because it was more so in my brain, I was making light of the situation and just making stupid jokes about it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
get
yeah.
what I mean? But like, I mean, the sister tried to make me out to be like the scummiest person. And then my friends that are mutual friends with them, they were going around to my mutual friends that I'm being like, yeah, no, like he's been bullying her and he's just a horrible bully and all. And then like my mutual friends were saying to my close friends being like, yeah, like he's been bullying her and all, like what's going on? But they weren't on TikTok or anything. So they're like, what's going on? Like you bullying her and all. I was like, what are you on about? I didn't fucking bully the young one.
I feel like when there's one like one wind of something, it just takes off. Then.
Yeah, it did, but it really upset me at the time though, because that wasn't my intention. And I was literally saying to the sister and all, if I knew for any inkling if that actually did upset her or her in any way, if she had messaged me and being like,
yeah, look,
like,
I don't
like that, I would have taken it down straight away. Taking it down. I need to go back to school. But
like at the time, and even now, all your videos were skits, like
literally
taking the piss.
And for me, and Daniel has the same understanding of this as well, down to like skits, impersonations, anything. If someone makes a video about you, if someone made a video about me, like impersonate me or anything like that, I take that as the highest of the high compliment.
Yeah,
you were able to study me that much, and like you think that I have certain catchphrases or an original tone of a way of speaking. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I take that as a compliment. So when some people go off the bat about it, I'm like, can you not just see like this is actually more of a positive thing? It's what happens is it's the way that people take that and then run with it that makes it a problem.
Yeah.
But like the intention of putting it out wasn't the problem in the first place. You get me?
People get attached to things on social media, as you probably know. I asked Amber. I asked both of them actually at the start. Is there anything you don't want to talk about? And they said no. So I like to bring up some topics.
Okay.
So Amber, you were in a what would I call it? TikTok relationship? Is that actually what you call it though? You were in a previous relationship.
You're so funny.
And
I'll keep my mouth shut for this one.
you had
I'll say too much.
Was it a joint account at the time?
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be yes or no answers. Did you have your own at the time?
Yeah.
As well.
The one I have now.
The one you have now.
Mhm.
But at the time, was the joint one a lot bigger, like more popular?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just trying to get information out of this girl. When you started posting on that, did you think it was going to get as big as it did?
Not really. What we did basically was look at all these American people making these skits, and we just made them as like how Irish people would, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I seen Justin Daniel, like he only lives around the corner from me, and he was posting skits at the time, and he was doing well. And I just thought to myself, like, if he can do it, then surely we could.
Yeah.
And we did, and we did great.
And were you the first like Irish couple to do kind of coupley skitty content?
Yeah, I think so. They were.
No.
I thought you weren't talking for this part.
Wasn't talking about the ex. They give me opinion on everything else. It's the Brandon in me.
We're not
sorry.
gonna go. We're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
be killed.
You won't be killed.
Have a
Okay.
gang of 5 people pull up
Oh,
on me.
stop! They're outside now with machete. So when you inevitably,
There was Andrea and Lewis. Lewis
Yes.
is Irish and Andrea is
Was American.
American.
yeah.
They were
So-
posting.
Yeah. So was that just kind of use?
Yep.
Just used to as
They
couples?
didn't do skits. They're just skits.
No,
That's
Oh my god.
This is actually a dangerous podcast. So inevitably, when you broke up, were you like, "Oh shit, now I'm gonna have to go online"? Like, how do you navigate the account? Who gets the account? I must know.
Come
Come on, spill the bit.
spill.
Do you know what?
What?
I could kill you.
Hit me. You
I
told me this one.
always-
You know what to talk about.
My account now, I always thought it'd be safe to post my own skits. Not that at the start of the relationship, I was like, this is gonna end.
But
you
just
know?
in case.
No, not even that. Just like to also have my own name, because when I was in that
You can't even say the words.
TikTok, when I was in that TikTok,
You know that video storms? You were
kinda
just
like
"Whoa, whoa, whoa,"
circle
you were like,
If you
around.
don't start talking, I fucking will.
Yeah.
no,
Because
listen.
I know everything.
Let me get the point, right?
Okay.
It was always the other person that was appreciated. Like if we were walking through town, like people would say, "Oh, you're funny, like you're gas, like that video you did, that was gas."
It was never you.
And then I was just like, that was my idea. I was,
Mhm.
you know, like of certain videos, you know, and I'm just like, oh, I'm in the dark. And I have been told like you're just not as funny as
Other individuals.
other individuals. So I was like, I want to stop it, you.
I said lies.
You know, anytime I'm on the Lewis, which is rare, but anytime I'm on it, that individual's on the Lewis.
Oh,
I think he just goes
no.
up and down all day. No, I'm joking. Oh my God, I'm dreading this coming out. Anyway.
So I was like, I'm going to prove to myself that I can, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I did. I did a certain bit, you know?
Yeah.
Then when I was officially doing it on my own.
Guys, she's getting nervous.
Me chest.
Oh,
Come
I'm
on,
really
you're
sore
relieved,
left, did you? And I was doing it on my own. It was really hard as well, like, because I was still so young. I still am young now.
You're only 21.
Yeah,
She's only a baby, guys.
I know.
She's just a baby.
She thinks she's on a Pierce Morgan all the way she's going on. She's nearly going to start crying.
Like she's talking about a TikTok
Wait, hold
relationship.
on.
Oh.
Go on. She did it all on my own. Like,
I was like, oh, this is actually really scary.
doing TikTok on your own.
Yeah.
It's like getting blood from a stone here.
But a big part of where I was able to keep my confidence up was my old sweet shop, the Munch Diddleys.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my
not
God, I
my
forgot
one, but-
about that. So you worked there, but also did the content there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, during that like awful Christmas when that all happened, and also my dog died.
Oh, gee, this podcast is gone to the dogs. How many dead people have we mentioned?
And my
Yeah.
other nana, that just passed away 2 months ago as well.
Right.
Was recently diagnosed with cancer within them that couple of 2 months. So I remember like being to my boss in Munch Diddleys. I was like, I just need like a day off maybe, and he was like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? Like I have a lot going on. And he was like, no, it's better to just keep working and keep your mind occupied. And I was like, all right. And I did. And it honestly was amazing because then I went straight back into college after the Christmas break and like not giving myself a minute to think. I was like, oh, I actually have nothing to think about.
Yeah. So you're still avoiding my question. Who got to keep the account?
Who do you fucking think?
Right. And was that a discussion or was it just like, I'm getting the account?
That wasn't a discussion.
Okay. Okay, moving swiftly along. Dylan, have you consistently you're scared of me. Have you consistently posted? Or have you taken a break?
No, I've taken more. I don't know how many breaks I've taken. Like so many breaks, more breaks than a bleeding Kit Kat at this stage I've taken.
And is that just because like, you're not arsed or no inspiration?
No, it's just my mental health. To just have like,
Fair.
I literally have the mental health of like a fucking bubonic plague Victorian child. Like it's just fucking terrible. Isn't it, Amber? I just go off the map.
I think it's a cousin thing because
Yeah, it
like
is.
whatever's running in our family, like
Oh,
I'll take breaks
I'm telling
for
you,
months.
it
Yeah, you
fucking
do take a few.
send a
little breaks.
psychiatrist into psychosis if they
just-
studied our family.
I think as well.
National Geographic
yeah.
needs to come out for our family.
We both post skits like the
Yeah.
We are
hardest
skits.
we are
Yeah,
skits.
but that's probably. I think that's one of the hardest contents to do
Jesus, it
because
is.
you have to come up with like a script. Do you do a script and all?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
And you do like different characters.
Yeah, I do characters,
He has to
script
change
it,
his wigs and
editing
everything,
it,
like, to-
green screen, like
Yeah.
set the whole thing up in me gaff, like the green screen, the fucking doing all the clothes, the wigs, like everything. It just takes time,
Yeah,
but
and also after doing all that, then you need to record it.
yeah, you need to record it. And
Yeah.
then when you're writing out, it's easy, but then it's like, oh shit, I don't even know how to say this. So I have to remember all the lines. Do you get me?
So how long? Like I know you can't really think because you've done a million of them, but how long on average would one skit video take? You.
If you want the real answer, get Neve or Daniel here. They'd be like, 2 fucking hours. 2 hours for 30 seconds, Casey.
That doesn't sound bad to me though. To be
No,
honest,
it's you know what it is.
I thought you
It's
were going to say like
because-
5 days.
It's because I'm a perfectionist, like, and Jesus, I'm not saying my content's perfect or anything by any means, but in my brain, I literally watched something over 30 times. And like, for example, there was a song that I created like literally like 2 weeks ago or something I posted, and I was gonna re-record the whole thing again. So I had to obviously script the thing, then I had to put the actual original song in me ears while I sang on beat to my new lyrics to
Which song
record
is this
that.
again?
Olivia
Rolling
Dean,
Stone?
Man I Need. I think.
Man I Need, yeah.
Oh.
And then I had to sync what the audio that I sang onto the audio clip, if that makes sense. And that took ages. But then when I was rewatching it, I was like, oh my God, why did I say family? I should have said family. And I was like, I'm going to re-record this. And it was Niga. I was like, Dylan, why are you insane? Do not re-record that. And I was like, okay, then I won't. But if I had me way, like sometimes I literally sit there for like, there was scripts, videos that I literally took like 3 days to make because it took so long. Like
Yeah.
my first ones that I came back. But mental health wise, taking breaks, it was just like, it's always been like my mental health where it's like, it's not even like burnout. It's just me personally, you know yourself and you probably do as well. TikTok is not a place for vulnerability. So for me,
No.
like I cannot mentally go on when I'm in that state, because if anybody said anything to me, I'd either be at their gaff or signing myself into a unit. Do you get what I mean? There's no in between.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Literally, and I'd go viral for having a mental breakdown on live, and I already did when I was kind of in Spain. I was kind of having a mental breakdown every day, and that literally was,
Fair.
everyone fucking talks about that still to this day. So I'm like,
So you have like so much TikTok lore that I just don't have. Like, was that back in the day?
what?
Spain breakdown.
Yeah, when I went, so basically what happened was, I literally in the space of like, I think it was like 4 months, I had got married, then I broke up, then
Did you actually get married?
yeah, and then I had like. then I had a mental breakdown. Then I fled to Spain,
Right.
and then I went to Spain, and I was actually just I was going live every day. And when I was over there, the only people that I had friends were, I don't even know if I could say this word, the people that like do stuff with people for money, if that makes sense. That
Can we
work in
say
the,
that? I've asked you before.
Alright,
Prostitutes.
so I was friends, but the only people I had friends with, because I used to smoke at the time, like as in smoke, like spicy smoke.
We can say that.
And
yeah.
alright, so I used to smoke weed at the time, and I used to go to coffee shops every day. But
Right.
the coffee shop that I was going to, I didn't realize it ended up being run by like, I can't even say the name because I'm actually scared to even say the name, but I'll actually say it off camera.
No.
The biker gang.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't think I do.
it's a really big organized gang. It was run by that, and they basically ran a red light district in Europe. I can't say where. It's
Oh
legal as
my
well.
God.
But the only two people I had friends were 2 prostitutes, and then I was semi-friends with 2 pimps, and they were. But they were trying to. One day, one of them was telling me all about like the drug routes of Europe, like how they smuggle drugs in, and I was like
Just
to my
in
friend,
case,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god, like this is mad," and she was like, "They're trying to groom you. Do you not realize that?" And I was like, "Oh my god," and I never thought about it. And then, as well as that, I literally was having a mental breakdown the other day about Spain because there was this fella that I seen over there. Like I went on one date with them, right? And he came up on my Instagram the other day. So I searched his full name came up, and I was like, oh my god, let me see, like search this up on Google if anything comes up. Tell me why this fella was literally up in France up in court for human trafficking charges. And I was like, oh my god. And then Daniel said, yeah, it's probably because you have tattoos where you didn't get trafficked. They wouldn't have got very much fucking money. They would have had me on Bleeding Groupon at a discounted rate, wouldn't
You would have
they?
been refunded.
Literally, what you mean, you?
They would have had you on TikTok shop.
But I was like, oh my god, the people that I literally met and all when I was over there. So I think it was, and then when I came back, then I had a friend that was you know, I have to keep.
Oh my
they're
god,
meant to
they're
name
meant to
drop.
name
Paul's
drop.
gonna be
Yo.
paying this. But you know what it is, right? Paul never has to edit anything because my podcast always runs smoothly. So continue.
The last
Say
podcast
it.
that I was on, one of my followers said that was like listening to the Epstein files because so much was attracted, and so much was bleeped out. My ex-friend, basically,
Right.
she conspired against me and tried to turn all me friends. She turned me ex against me. She tried to turn all my friends against me. Tried to then turn all me followers against me. Literally, when I only had coming back from Spain, trying to do me healing, and like had a full blown mental
You're
breakdown.
healing, you're over there with prostitutes and pimps.
I had no fucking choice. They were the only people that spoke
He's
English.
doing his healing on
It was a
TikTok
residential
Live. Leave
area.
him at
It was a residential area.
Oh,
And I used to go
my
live
God.
every night doing the Dubai rift, you know, the Beyonce Dubai rift.
No.
And do you know, you know that rift? And the neighbours would be banging up with the sweeping brush from below, and then the other one would be banging down with the sweeping brush. They'd be like, shut the fuck up with my sweeping brush. And then, oh my God, did you ever hear about the letter that I got?
No.
I read it out before another podcast. Probably no point, is there?
Oh no, I want to hear it.
Wait, you hear this.
I could listen to Dylan all day long.
I
No, it's
doesn't,
very
like-
bad.
Dylan, whenever we're on the phone, like he just has like archives. Like Dylan has like
a
screen
boring
record.
book.
He's obsessed with TikTok Live.
Don't be saying that. Everyone does.
Obsessed.
Everyone does just be bleeding,
He'll be
throwing
like,
you under the bus.
Casey, these people are talking about you. Here's a screen recording. He'll have like an hour and a half long thing. And
Yeah,
he'll cut
because
it
I
to
look
my
out
bit.
for everyone because you know what I hate? Everyone on TikTok, no one stands on business.
You're dead right, girl.
But you know what I hate? Someone that will say something about someone and then they don't, like you'll catch them out on it and then they'll be like, I never said that.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, well, I'm going to get you on 4K saying that.
Yeah.
Do you get
he
me?
knows all the gossip.
But-
I actually had a bit of gossip the other day that I gave to him.
What was it?
Remember I texted you about your one fella?
Oh,
Who's fella? Will I know them?
Yeah.
We have
I
to,
won't say.
yeah,
I'll
we
tell
tell
you after.
after. Yeah, tell
Okay, he's a
after.
scandalous.
And I
Yeah,
felt so like I
scandaloso.
felt so proud that I knew this.
Yeah,
Can you
this
type
was
it and show it to me?
deep. Oh,
No,
I'll
just
type.
wait.
No, say it, type it so
I
that
want
she
live
has it on.
reaction.
Right, hang on.
I'll show you
God,
the-
this podcast is chaotic.
Show
I
the
needed
text
this. I've had
message.
too many like.
And then I
Smooth
found the letter.
sounds.
You can read it out. I'll actually let you
Yeah,
read
I
it
want to
out.
read it. I want to read it.
Right, show her the yoke for.
This is madness. But yeah, Dylan, do you have a spare phone for lives?
I have 3 phones. It's me burner phone. It's me live phone because basically what happened was as well, I signed out my TikTok and I just was on my burner account watching lives and all, and then I realized I was like, oh shit, I just kind of neglected my whole page, didn't I? So this I just think is me business phone now.
Right.
And it's
So
like
that's for TikTok.
only for
For
TikTok. And-
posting TikTok.
yeah, exactly.
Letter.
Right.
So who'd this come
So,
from?
basically, I came out one day and this was left on me door, like there was a brown envelope, like sellotaped on me door in Spain, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I came out to that. It's in Spanish and English.
Hello. I don't know if you are Spanish or from another country, and I understand that you have a son or daughter who is in a who is in a condition that is not like us who are healthy. You may have to work to get him/her.
Let me read it.
Right, hang on, I have this. You may have to work to get him or her to sleep. When you talk loudly, sing and play music, I hear everything as clearly as possible. When your son or daughter screams, I can't sleep. Is this you?
Yeah, because I used to scream like this. But I used to do it real loud.
It always starts at night. When we go to sleep, it is very stressful, and I have been advised by the community to call the night police if it doesn't quiet down. No later than 11 in the evening. It must be quiet in the house like this, which is extremely responsive. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, but my friend translated from Spanish, and because she speaks Spanish, she was like, no, it's way worse than Spanish. Because they direct translated from Google Translate. They were saying I had a disabled child in there, but it wasn't. It was literally just me making all the noise. Because I was screaming and singing all the time.
And were you making videos? Or this was just you?
Just
like
me on live.
Oh, lads, I'm actually crying. So what did you do after that?
Oh,
Quieting down.
Well, on top of that, I don't know if you know, I got locked out on my balcony twice, and I had to get the fire brigade to come. And I was in a night dress both times. And the first time they came on a chair. Like, I was literally, I was sweating, right? And I was having a panic attack and all. And I couldn't get the door open, and I had to call them. And I was I have a video on my TikTok. I had like a little purple Lilo and Stitch night dress on from Penny's, right? And the fire brigade came, but they didn't speak English because this area in Spain is like literally non-English speaking area.
It's like residential, like Spanish people.
Yeah, right. And all the Spanish were out on their little balconies that are literally like 2 centimeters away from you looking at me, right? And I thought, like, you know, the cherry pickers that they come up on. I thought they were going to pick me up and put me on that. So I had my hands out like this. And then they were looking at me like this. And then they just hopped over the balcony and started walking over to the door. And I was standing there like, oh, mommy, I'm Scarlet. And then there was a third time I got locked out then. And the fire brigade had to come, and the police gang came, and they told me that if I called them again to just jump off the balcony because they're not helping me.
You are nuts. But how did you keep getting locked out?
God, you never see the Spanish doors.
No.
So
No.
our doors, basically, whatever way they work, it's like we have a handle on the outside and we can pull the door down and up. But them ones over in Spain, all of them are like clasps. So the second you close the door,
It's locked.
it's locked. But what would happen was the AC unit, that I had, in order for it to basically stay cool in the house, I had to close the door. So anytime I'd be going out for a smoke, I'd
You close
close
it.
the door, but I just kept forgetting, and because I wasn't used to it, because normally in Ireland, like, even if you close the door, you can open the door, but this thing
Yeah.
would just immediately lock, and I'll never forget it. It was like 30-degree heat, and all the balcony, was like a snack box, and all the heat from inside the apartment was just pumping onto me. And I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I was joining the group call at the time, right, with one person I won't name, and Neve. And Neve was like, Dylan, I'm trying to fucking text Alex for the first time. Help me. What will I say? I was like, Neve, I'm locked in a fucking balcony in Spain. Like,
such
by
a hard
myself,
thing to
literally.
do. So
bad.
I can just picture, right, your neighbours who think you have a child banging
Yeah.
on the floor, seeing you out
Getting
on the balcony
asleep.
in a Lilo and Stitch nightgown with the hands out. They thought you something wrong
They
with you.
rallied me over when the fire brigade came the third time, because there was Jay Lee at the time, right? She told the fire brigade that because we did have a candlelight, and then she told, because at the time I thought that my ex was at doing black magic on me, so we had a black candlelight, and she basically, the fire brigade came, and we were standing outside the door, and we were waiting for them to boot it down, and all these old people started coming out of our apartments, and they started rallying us in Spanish, but we didn't speak Spanish, so we're like, what the fuck's going on?
It's going to
And-
give him Jeffrey Dahmer. Have you watched that?
I'm not bleeding Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not bleeding. Are you for real?
When all the neighbours are coming out giving out.
Oh yeah, no, it was kind
Yeah.
of a bit like that now, but they had to translate, and they were like, oh, we're sick of this fella, he's literally called the fire brigade twice in the last 2 weeks, this is a quiet area and all, we can't even sleep because of this cunt. And we were like, oh my god. And then the fire brigade opened the door, and you know the way normally the fire brigade are meant to be the first to go in and assess the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lee sprinted past them. I was like, the ritual worked. With black magic is gone. Like, she was telling them, like, when they're trying to open the door and all, they were like, there's a candle lit on. She was like, yeah, we're doing a ritual because, like, the black magic that Dell's ex is done on him. And the fire brigade are looking at us being like, are you sure you don't have a crack pipe in there lighting? Like, are you sure you aren't on something?
That was probably the most activity they've had, like, ever.
Oh, ever? No, seriously. They just knew. By the third time I was calling, I didn't even have to fucking say the address. They were just like, yeah. It was like, bleeding the local Chinese. They were like, yeah, we have your order here, don't worry.
Dylan, I can't.
No,
You really
very
do make
bad.
me laugh. This is why you need to post more. Like, you do post, but like
I
not
know.
enough.
I don't post myself. That's the problem. I'm too. Do you know what it is? Like, I used to hide behind all my characters, and like, and you probably
Fair.
are the same. Like, when you do a skit, like, if anyone says anything bad about you, it's not really because they're doing a character, so they're not really
Yeah.
saying anything bad about me. But when I do myself, it's like I'm so self-conscious and insecure that I literally will just stop breathing while I'm recording. I actually will. I do.
But like, I am actually crying sitting here laughing. Amber's pretty, like, she's not great. She's not that funny. But
She gonna leave here with a complex. 'Cause
I'm just joking. Me and Amber, right? Where's this off camera? We're both Libras.
yeah.
So we're very similar, you see. So I
Very
feel like we're on the
flirtatious.
same. Yeah, we're very flirtatious. She keeps touching me. It's kind of odd. We're on the same wavelength, you know. There was something else. I want.
Sure.
Remember off the podcast? Oh, you were saying something about Libras. We bleed or something.
Everyone fucking bleeds.
No, but apparently
No,
we
I
bleed a
went-
lot.
Hello.
No, I went to a medium and like I asked her to like take a look at me to see like if I have problems. And I'm actually waiting on like results to see if they could find my endometriosis or is it hidden behind my organs.
Nice.
But I went to a medium 2
Grand.
years ago before I went and got a baby scan, ultrasound, and the camera.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So before, oh, that was awful.
wasn't bad.
My God,
Do you
yeah.
wait for that?
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Like, oh, it was awful.
No.
And she's telling to me relax and like she was telling me to like think good things and all. Like she wanted me to get turned on. So like I'd obviously like loosen.
Oh,
I was
hell
like
no.
that. Like
Hell
it's
no.
horrible. But I asked the medium like if she could look at me and see if she thought there was anything wrong.
Just
with
look
me.
at you like
Yeah.
like this.
And she was like, well, I can't see through your body. That's not how my gifts work and all. I was like, I know. And she was like, you're a Libra. Like Libra women bleed more or thicker or something like that.
Okay. And did that resonate with you?
Yeah, I haven't stopped bleeding the last 5 months. So
Right.
Yeah.
So, but then like, did you believe the stuff the medium was saying?
oh, she said other things like
That was
it's
real.
So true. Yeah,
Because I've done a few of them. Like, do you ever get people texting me on TikTok being like, "Oh, I'd love to do this."
I've done that once.
I've done a few of them. I feel like
yeah.
sometimes I convince myself that everything they're saying resonates with me. A lot of the time it does.
Right.
Then sometimes I feel like it is. I was like, "What are you doing?" Oh, lip
Come on,
balm.
lip
I thought you were vaping. We were talking about vaping there at the
I'll
start.
hide the product, don't worry.
I'm anti-vape. No, guys, we're looking for a Red Bull sponsorship. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm putting these to
Yeah.
work. We're all on the Red Bulls if they're going. Paul.
I don't have podcasts, so I'm cheaper if you just want to send them out to my gaff.
Yeah, do you know what it is actually? For someone who's meant to be an influencer, never once have I got Red Bull sent to me, and they send it to everyone. Guys, do you hate me?
Either or that. Either
Have
or
you
that, so
not?
it's fine.
Must be a Libra thing.
The Libra thing.
No, but they
We're
send them
bleeding
to
too
everyone,
much.
and they do loads of events and all. I want in on that. Oh, Amber has surprise.
Yeah, I made
Are you
this up.
pregnant?
Oh my god! Can you video call for my vlog?
I don't ever
Oh
see
Oh
me
my god,
fella.
I'm so happy she's pregnant.
No, stop. Stop that. Immediately stop.
Casey, she's pregnant.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't
And you're
ever.
announcing that on my podcast.
No.
Oh my god!
No, listen, I don't ever see me fella, so I'm not pregnant. I can tell you that.
Immaculate conception, right?
I barely ever see it. Right, close your eyes.
Okay, I'm scared now. You have me
Next time I
scared.
close-
So why have to? Why am I? Oh, I don't have to close mine, do I?
You recording, Paul? No, you have me actually freaked. I know what it's gonna be. I already know.
Wait, I made it. You
Oh,
wouldn't know.
then I don't know. Oh, Amber, I'm very
But
scared.
keep your eyes
Wait, hold
closed.
on.
Oh no, I'm really scared now. I don't like this. I'm actually gonna freak out.
Why?
What the fuck is going on?
No, I'll explain that.
Wait.
Right, open.
I know exactly what that is. That's Uncle Pat's jumper.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
Are you getting with my fella? Are you getting with my fella?
You know where this is from.
I'm trying to remember where you have it from.
Do you have something to be telling us?
Where was it again?
I'm your auntie Amber.
You're rant.
Oh
you're
my god.
you're
oh
anti
my-
pa.
Where was that again?
Pal.
Hell. Have they asked you yet?
No.
Oh, Amber's blacklisted. No, do you know what it was? When they texted me, I literally replied and I said, wait, let me get it. Oh, I said I thought you'd never ask, but I found out they're doing it in like groups.
Yeah.
Because it's like obviously dealing with like 100 DMs is a mess. So you'll be the next group, Amber. I'm telling you.
Hopefully.
They're obviously going to ask you back. You're like the pinnacle of Pell.
Pinnacle.
You do the fucking, the worm and all when you score.
And the earbuds and all that.
Yeah, like you are Pell. Do you know? You are Pell. This year, you didn't go out after this year, did you?
I was supposed to, but I
So
got
was I.
sunstroke.
Yeah, we were. Pell, I love Pell.
Love pal.
Neve hates Pell, but I love Pell. Neve refuses to do Pell. Do you know why? I can't say why, but you don't probably know why. Yeah, anyway, moving on. I love Pell. Great day to be alive. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to do dilemmas. Hey, welcome. No, I'm not taking the best out. They don't even listen to us anyway, so they're never going to know. Best case scenario. That's what we call this segment. Because we give people our best case scenario for their problem. I got some, like, the most random dilemmas in ever today. And I'm happy that they're real, because I have been partial to a ChatGPT before. Okay, so my dilemma is, this girl made a fake account to send this in. Okay. My dilemma is, my friend dresses herself really badly, and I don't know how to be honest and tell her. I don't know how to say it without being mean, but she dresses so unflattering. I can't go out in public with her anymore. It's gone too far. What should I do? Love the pod, by the way. Why do I think this is a hater telling me it's about me?
Well,
Why are you laughing, Paul?
Well, me personally, being friends with Niamh O'Connor.
How did you tell Neve when she started dressing like that? Because, you know.
No, I had to say that because she always goes on about people trying to rally her over for the way she dresses. Or she'd be like, I dress
that
bad.
bound apparel hoodie every day.
Yeah. Like, go on, sorry.
No, that's the dilemma.
Me and my friends are quite honest with each other. Like, I had my friend's 21st on Saturday, and like going shopping, and if I was to put something on, like my friend Layla should be like, you look like you're busting out with that, get that off you. And I'm like, right, okay, but I appreciate it, because what if I thought whatever way my eyes are looking at myself, like, oh my god, I look lovely in this, but then I'm like, it looks horrible on me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was everyone busy today when you called?
What are you wearing?
Leather print. Morning mess.
4 all over you.
It's like dog hair.
Don't even, I'm not going to start. And why is there 4 over me?
Because we have
It's
cheap
actually
blankets according to
floating.
Dylan. But Amber, that's not advice.
No, but it's honesty.
No, but I
and
mean,
that is advice.
no, that's what you're saying about you.
Tell her out straight.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
But
yeah.
like, say like, I'm not hating on you, like, and you probably like it that way, but it's unflattering, and tell
That's
her the
so
reasons why
awkward.
it's unflattering. It's not though. It's saving a life.
So I don't know if I should say this. No, I've had so many friends over the years, they'll never guess who it was. So I used to have a friend that this fits the narrative for, but we just couldn't say it. We just couldn't say it. It was that bad. And we couldn't understand how she couldn't see it, but we just couldn't say it.
So what, like, it's someone that dresses bad and you can't say
You
it
can't be
to
seen in
them?
public with them anymore because they dress that badly. They're just unflattering for their body type, I think.
Oh,
Well,
you don't want to get me started on that one.
That's my whole TikTok comments at the moment. Would you say it?
That's why you
But
made
see,
that
the
account.
thing is, it just goes end the year out the other with some people. Like, I used to have a friend and they used to buy like poster girl dresses and
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
God forbid, like, God, if you're up there, and especially with it being Ramadan and everything and the things like that, please bless me at the moment for saying this. God forbid me for saying this, but she genuinely looked like a rapagammon
Oh,
when she be in the poster girl dress. Like, it just did not flatter her whatsoever. Like, she should, and we tried to tell her, but she going out and be spending like €600 on them
them
and
dresses
all.
are unflattering on the best
Best of people, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
no.
But like, you just have to let people live realistically. Like,
Yeah.
if someone wants to dress that way, like, the thing is not like anyone can wear any style of clothes realistically,
That they
but
want.
is it gonna look good on you? That's the thing.
yeah.
Like, you have
That's
to.
a tin.
Yeah, that is the tin,
That's the
sweetheart, and
tin.
all. Right.
Yeah.
But it is different. It is. I will say, darling. I'm so happy to be here with the Constantines. No, but on a real note, without me actually being horrible, because I actually probably did sound a bit horrible,
Right.
right? I'm all for people dressing whatever way they want to dress themselves. And obviously, if they're your friend, you're going to support them and you're going to like try the best to advise them. Like, look, that doesn't look good. I think you should wear this with that or whatever. But people are going to wear whatever they want to wear. You can't
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
it off them. Do you get what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't.
Because
Yeah.
like my sister will often say, I hate what you're wearing. But to me, I hate what she's wearing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm gonna wear it
You don't
anyway.
listen.
I personally think like there's no point to saying that, and I think it's probably a bit like saying you can't be seen more in public is a bit far. Like,
That
what
is
is she
very
wearing?
far.
Like, you know,
My
When you
ma-
said that, I imagined like the anime kind of costumes that they wear.
like the furries and all.
No, not that
She's
far.
wearing like a Labubu head, like Minecraft.
Everyone always
memes.
laughs at me because people would be like, I'd be like, what do you think? Should I wear this one or that one? And they'd be like, no, this one is ugly. And then I'd be like, right, I'm wearing this one.
Yeah, no, what I
That's
would do
me.
there is I wouldn't say anything, but if she asked you for advice, oh, should I wear this? Should I wear that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
right. Moving swiftly along. to
Like
the
you wouldn't
next
say
one.
anything like you badly built bitch, you can't be wearing them bottoms and all.
No. I wouldn't say that. No, probably not. Okay. I still into this vape on the toilet. That's Neve. Okay. My mom is a narcissist. A few weeks ago, my brother and I sat down with my dad and told him, and he agreed. And we made a plan to get her therapy and for my brother to call her out on it. It's been a month and nothing has been done. And now I'm left wondering, was it just all talk, or are they just being typical men avoiding problems as usual? Or are they scared of my mother? I'm not. What should I do? Then Paul asked, what's the story with your ma? She's a control freak. She has to micromanage everything. If you call her out on anything, she plays the victim. She's never in the wrong in her eyes. And even though she doesn't really have any friends and her adult children are all distant from her, she still thinks she's mother of the year. Display about us.
Amber.
Before I speak, right?
Do you want me to go then or you go? Whoever.
You go.
Why are you leaving up to your brother and your dad? If you're not bleeding scared of her, you call her out.
Yeah.
Why are you waiting
that's
on everyone
true.
else? Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
like march in that kitchen and fuck that pot of stew at her head.
But what would you
Get it
say?
going.
What would you say to your mother who's a narcissist who
Well,
won't
you
hear?
can't tell her she's a narcissist. She's not going to believe it because she doesn't think she is one.
Because she's a narcissist.
Yeah, literally.
What's the definition of a narcissist?
That's what I was about to ask.
Narcissistic, someone that has selfish tendencies. They only think about themselves. They're basically create a victim in any situation that they're in.
Neve O'Connor.
Influence. Casey, Neve.
I'm just joking.
Neve is gonna skull
Yeah,
you.
a narcissist is someone who has an excessive focus on themselves and a strong need for admiration, attention, and validation from others.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know what? I didn't think that's what I meant. Because I feel like a lot
No,
of people
but like
have
people
that.
can have narcissistic tendency, like as like everyone realistically in the world has some sort of like narcissistic tendency, like vanity or like seeking attention. That's like kind of a narcissistic tendency, and realistically, everyone on social media kind of does that themselves.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
But the problem is when you have it, put it into an actual setting like a narcissistic mother or a narcissistic partner, that's when it actually becomes a problem, because it's not just like as in saying, oh, like this person is selfish. It's almost like a mental illness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like they can really, really affect your life, especially having a narcissistic mother. That's like the way more damaging than having like daddy issues or whatever, because like your man's meant to be like your be all and your end all realistically. Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
like when people say someone's a narcissist, it's like nearly the worst word you can be called.
Yeah, it
kind of.
is.
yeah.
So my mother listens to the podcast, and I have to be very careful how I speak here, or she literally won't speak to me for weeks. So I'm not saying my mother's a narcissist, okay? If you're listening, but she
you,
does.
Adrian.
She does think she's always right, and like I'll say
That's all,
But
mass.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's all, man.
So I'm not gonna lie, girl that sent this in. It's impossible to speak to someone that thinks they're always right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
As someone who thinks they're always right.
Mhm.
yeah.
The only time I will ever say sorry is to Uncle Pat. Ever. Nobody else. Because I'm never wrong to anyone else.
Why?
Because if I'm being crazy or something. Do you get me? Like, I only
Mhm.
feel bad if I'm mean to him, but I wouldn't feel bad if I'm mean to
You
anyone
say
else.
sorry to your boyfriend.
Yeah. Would you not?
Takes a lot.
Oh, no, but see, I can be a bit of a wagon, like,
Oh no, so can I.
but you wouldn't say sorry.
Well, I will, but I won't mean it.
They won't mean
No,
it.
the other day, right? So we were after, it was after the Gossies. I actually won't say, will that get me cancelled? Yeah, well, we went for food. Right? And I took a wrong turn. So my fault. But I made it his fault. So I started like proper shouting at him, which is so rare. I started shouting at him, whatever. He kind of got ticked back at me or whatever. So afterwards, when we ate, obviously we weren't angry anymore. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, for shouting, whatever. And I was like, okay. And he was like, are you sorry? I was like, no. Why would I be sorry?
Dead right.
Like, why would I be sorry? But then I did say sorry. But usually I would never say sorry to anyone. Maybe I'm the narcissist.
No, you're
Why
not.
is everyone
No,
on
it's not. You
silent?
just stand on your own opinion.
Just like, but that's, no, but on a real though, I actually feel really bad for this girl because I, like, what? How do you confront a narcissist?
I just think you
it your
can't
best
expect your brother and your dad to confront them, and
Yeah.
if you were not going to confront them, then and you still have to live in the house with them, like there is no talking to a narcissist because they genuinely believe and only see the situation or life from their vision and their perspective. So there is no talking to them. And if you are living there and your brother or there isn't confronted them, then you can't change your environment. You can only change how you react to that environment. So that's the only thing.
That's lovely.
Yes.
Thank you. I might start doing TED Talks.
Yeah. I think, right. Again, I'm being so careful with my wording here because my mother will have me on a stick. I think if you want to get through to your mother, right? Maybe the three of you, the dad, the brother, and her need to sit down and be, look, we're not trying to come for you, but these are the patterns. This is what's happening. But then she's just going to be like, no.
We're not trying to come for you, but you are a narcissist,
yeah,
man.
you are a narcissist and everything. Maybe like, this is what you do that makes me feel like this. Like, is there any way we can, and don't sit down and call her a narcissist. Or just move out.
Yeah, move out.
That was going to be my solution.
Yeah, I know you can't just say move out.
But see, they were saying, did they not say in that dilemma that they're younger and they're older or something? So they probably don't have the opportunity to move out.
Well, I think from looking at her bio, she's like 27. But then again, that doesn't mean you can move out.
Yeah, realistically.
Like, money is a thing. But a lot of people say that when you move out, you have a better relationship with your parents because you're not on top of them 24/7.
Yeah, it is, and they're not seeing you all the time either. Do you get what I mean?
Like my mom, oh my God, she texts me 24/7. But I feel like if I moved out, she wouldn't because she's not expecting me home then.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, where are you? What are you doing? Who are you? Are you coming home tonight? I'm like, I'm fucking 25. Like,
yeah.
That I live there, so I can't really,
Just because she's worried about you, and you know what's gas when you do move out, then you will miss that. You'll be like, why is she not texting me?
Well, my mom's the kind of person that texts like 15 in a row rather than one paragraph.
That's mine too.
That's mine.
It's like
she doesn't let me
Mine's
out.
like hello, question mark, hello, hi.
Karen text me like that. Hello, dinner, question mark, question mark,
Are you home?
So
Question mark.
annoying.
So general consensus here because we've gone around in rings with this one. I feel really bad for you.
Rose.
Shut up. I do feel really, really bad for you because
I do.
I can imagine what this is like. I would say, as Dylan said, confront yourself. Try go about it like a roundabout way of like, oh, I feel you're making me feel this way, and hope that it makes her feel a bit bad. And if not, try move out. Sorry, it has to be done.
My mom used to always my mom used to always send me to the shop and I'd come back, like say she asked me for 4 things and I'd come back with 3 things and say the other thing's not there. And like she'd give out to me first saying like, I know it's there. And then like, well, say I forgot whatever, but I remember this one time she asked me to go and get like this certain type of bread and I was like, oh, it wasn't there. And she was like, it is there. I know it's there. I goes, no, it's not. I was in the shop. It wasn't there. I think I was about 14. I made her walk to the shop with me and see that it wasn't there. And she was like, oh, right, okay, I'm sorry. And I started sobbing in the middle of Lidl. I was like, you believe me now?
Amber Arkins crying in the middle aisle of Lidl.
That's so sad.
I know. But now she doesn't do that to me.
Okay.
But I think like that, like tell your ma like how that affects you. You know?
Prove to them that sometimes they're
Prove
wrong.
to them.
Like sometimes they are. My mom is so rarely wrong that when she is wrong, I used to write it on a piece of paper and stick it inside the press in the kitchen. So I have one there from like 10 years ago. And it's like, Mom said this person was going to win the X Factor and they didn't. And I made her sign it. It's stuck up on the press. It's still there. Or there's another one in my wardrobe. Mom said this person was going to be a bad friend and she ended up being blah, blah, blah. And then I made her sign it. So,
that's right.
So
yeah.
funny.
To be fair though to her,
Hold
any of my
accountability.
friends she warned me about, she was right.
Right, I know the same with mine.
Yeah,
Same
and it's
with
funny
mine.
now that I'm getting older. I feel like a granny. You see it from a mile away now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Right, next. Where's my next one now? I sent them to Paul. Okay. Right. Okay. So, it's my 21st birthday this month, and I know there's a surprise party being planned for me, and I feel really bad. Nobody knows I know. I found the invites. I need to fake it. I'm planning my outfit and all in my head, but if they find out I ordered a nice dress, they'll know that I know. What do I do? Also, you know my cousin, so please don't say anything. I found the decorations too. I need advice on what I should do. I know the date, the location. I know everything. Basically, my mom was showing me something on her phone and I saw the online invite, but she doesn't know that I seen it, but I could read it all. All my friends are all of a sudden following my cousin and I don't even know her, so I'm guessing that she's texting them about it.
I have to. Well, you go first. No, you go first.
Amber, go on, take it away.
You didn't last time.
As an actor, there's certain things that you need to rehearse and just do it. You fart.
No, it was the Are you mad, Ned?
Fart.
Do you know how to sit here and fart on the podcast?
Kasey Campion, the 5K calorie farter.
What was that though?
I can't hear anything.
It's the floor. I'm used to the floors outside.
Okay.
It is the floors.
But as an actor, you need to. What's that smell?
Who
Shut up,
that?
Amber. Not true.
You need to practice some things, and just they've obviously like gone through a little bit of like planning and stressing about you not finding out about it. Just
Act.
act. Yeah, just act. Like, come on.
Okay. And how would you act if you walked into a room?
Do you want me to reenact it? So I'll open the door. Oh my god. Nanny Trisha, I thought you were dead.
Oh, me nana.
She's risen.
No, that right there deserves a gusty.
Thank you.
Oh.
Or at least-
get Captain Tom
Or at least
down
an
there.
invite.
Oh, lads, you're gonna get me cancelled from next year's. Dylan, what would you do?
You know what's so funny? I had this exact same situation,
Of course you
right?
did.
But not for my 24th, for my 18th. And what happened was I found a text in my ma's phone. They even asked me why I was going through my ma's phone. I think I was calling someone or something, and
Oh,
a
yeah, I'll go
text
to my
came
last
up
one.
before planning a DJ or something. And I was like, no, it's not for me. And I tried to get it out of my head, right? And then I went, it was like 2 days before this suspected birthday or whatever. And I went and met my friend for food. And I was like to her, I was like, here, like, I went through my ma's phone. And like, I seen a message, I think it's planning a DJ for my 18th or something, and she was like, yeah, about that, like, I actually can't go to your birthday because I'm gonna be doing this. She was like, oh shit, suddenly said that. I was like, yeah, why would you tell me this, right?
Oh my
So
god.
then I had to go over to my best friend's house at the time, and like they were saying that we were going to their family party and all, and it was like everyone was rushing me and all. I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck about this one's party and all. And I was like, I'm meant to be going to my own party and you're stressing me out, like in my head, right? And I had to walk in then, and like it was like Nana and all was there. You opened the door and everyone was like surprised, and I was like, oh my god. And my ma or nothing doesn't know until this day. I never said anything to her. Yeah, because I felt so bad because she put so much effort into it, and also I was like, I can't say anything. But it was my friend at the time, Neve. It's always the Neves, isn't
always
it?
the Neves.
It's always the Neves.
Shocking.
But I was like, why would you say that? Because in my head, it was only like what's that
A
word?
suspicion.
Yeah, it was a suspicion. I wasn't like, it wasn't set in stone. I was like, no, this is definitely a. But then when she said it, she was able to tell me the day and all that was happening. I was
For
like,
God's sake.
yeah, fucking hun. Why are you
So
saying
when you saw the text to the DJ, you didn't think party.
I had a feeling, but then as well, I was like, maybe me ma's just thinking about
Sussing it out.
Maybe your ma's doing the
I
dirt.
didn't want to. All I want to
18
do
years
was
DJ.
fuck with the DJ. No, I was just.
You're too
I didn't
quick.
want to set myself up for,
Disappointment.
Yeah, because like so many times when I'm younger, I'd be saying things like my ma saying this or saying that. Like just say like me ma be like, oh, getting this PlayStation or something. We're like, oh my god, that's my PlayStation before my cousin or something.
And
Do you
then-
get what I mean? So it was like, oh, it could be anything, could be for someone or whatever. But then I knew when I was going and where I was going and all, and just even the way my friend and her ma was acting and all when we were walking
Oh,
in
so you
and
knew
all.
that night when you were going to the friends' family
Yeah, I
party,
knew
it was your-
everything. I
oh,
knew I was going in. I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing, and I'll never forget. I was like, me ma was like, why don't you wear this outfit? Like, I think that would look nicer for where you're going. And I was like, I
Oh
want to
my
wear this one. And she
God.
was like, I think you should wear this outfit. And I was like, okay. And then it was like, Mom, what if I actually am going to this person's party? I don't really give a fuck about what I'm wearing. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking snap.
Whose party did they tell you it was?
Some bleeding Elwyn called Gillian. And then it was the worst because I was so stressed out at the party, because then obviously you have to like entertain everyone and
Yeah.
all. And like, if I had known that was my my last birthday that I had a party for, I arrived like 2 hours late and locked. I didn't give a
brilliant.
fuck. But that time that was that birthday, I was
Imagine
just
you
so
were just
stressed.
like, I'm not arse going to Dillian's party.
Yeah, I know. I would. She knows I'd do something like that, wouldn't I? I would. I literally went. God forgive me. I couldn't go to her 24th. I didn't go to my other cousin's 24th. Didn't go to Caitlin's bleeding going away party.
Did you
I was
not?
just
Fair.
mental breakdown station. But like, if I'm like, people would be like to me, "Are you definitely gonna be there?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I will." No, I swear, you better be there.
And
I'd
it's
be
not
like,
definitely, you're like in the doors.
yeah, like you have to almost drag me to somewhere.
Well,
But that did
I
happen.
have never had a surprise party for myself, I don't think, but I've thrown one. Threw one for my mom and dad's 25th wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how we got away with that, to be honest. I think it's because they think so little of us. They probably thought they'd never. Sure, what? Like, they would never even think to do that. And we did actually get away with it. But that was so dodged because we were going for dinner in the pub where we were planning the surprise party. So I had to like shimmy them by the room that we had all done up for the party. And it was the worst part was my mom had booked to go for dinner there in that particular room. So I said to the staff, can you tell my ma now that she can't have that room anymore? And my ma's a skit, like, so she was like gonna go crazy. Stuff. What do you mean you can't have that room? And the room was empty. Luckily, all went to plan, whatever. But I personally think that it's shit that you found out, but you have to act.
You're still
you
getting a
do.
party.
But I'd love someone to show me a surprise party without me knowing. But I feel like it's impossible. See the way your man's like, oh, you should wear this, and you're always gonna find out. I think.
It is, and like, why do you have someone done up to the nines, makeup, hair curled, the lot, new dress and everything to walk into the back of the pub? Like, obviously something's going on in there. Like,
I'm like, the only way
it is the nicest gesture someone can do for you. Though.
Yeah.
The only way to get away with it is probably if you have a group of friends or girls and it's like, oh, let's go for dinner for your birthday.
Yeah.
Because you're going to dress up anyway. You're going to do your hair and makeup. And then they bring you somewhere where the party's going to be on. But
I think it's better to do when it's not what is that, like a key birthday, like an 18th to 21st. If it was any other day, then you like any other birthday, you'll get away with it because it's not as suspicious. But when it's your 18th and you're going out, or your 21st, you're kind of like, do they have something going on? Do they have something planned? Like, why am I going to this pub? Do you know that type
I
of way?
always thought so though, because even Uncle Pat was like 3 days before Valentine's, oh, are you going to be here on Wednesday? Are you staying on Wednesday night? And he'd never asked me, like, are you staying on Wednesday? And I was like, yeah, why? I knew he was planning to get me flowers and ask me to be his Valentine and all that shit. So one singular question can ruin the whole party, I think.
Yeah.
So
or one singular text and one singular friend.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's your. So look, did we give you any advice there? No.
Act.
Yeah. It's kind of shit that you found out. But then on the night they're going to be, oh, did you have any idea? Did you know?
Yeah.
Just say no.
Just say no. But look, at least now, take the positives, right? You can get a nice outfit. You can do your hair and makeup nice.
Facts.
You know?
You're getting a whole party,
you're getting a
celebrate
whole party
it.
for you. You know all your friends are going to be there, hopefully.
And you can get absolutely twisted and gear because I can't even put it against, but I don't know. That was my party.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Get twisted.
Yeah. And enjoy it. And I'll see you there. Can I come?
I'll see you there. You're not even fucking invited.
Well, how does she know? Maybe your cousin was texting me. Paul,
She'll just fart at your party.
Oh, shut up, Amber. This is actually kind of chaotic. My boyfriend always asks me to flash him on FaceTime. And I always say, don't screenshot. One day he was wearing his new glasses, Meta glasses. No, I'm joking.
Force rank flag. He has Meta glasses.
One day he was wearing his new glasses and he asked me to flash him, and I flashed him, and he screenshotted through the reflection of his glasses and tried to deny it and gaslit me into being a psycho. I don't get that. He screenshot himself in the camera, but you could see her in the glasses.
You could see the screenshot happening.
Through the reflection of the glasses.
That's what I think it means.
That's
the
what I think
screenshot
it
was
means.
going, you could see in the reflection of the glasses, they screenshotted.
Oh, I get you.
Oh, God.
See, that is strange because obviously it's your boyfriend, so you're meant to trust him, but also it's this, like, consent is still a thing.
Yeah.
In a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Big
like,
time.
In all aspects of relationships. Like, even if you're doing stuff with your boyfriend and you say, oh, actually I don't want any more, that's still, like, you can still say no. Always.
Yeah.
So that is tricky.
Honestly, it does kind of depend on what glasses they wear because
If they were Meta glasses, they would have. If they were Specsavers.
If they were Meta glasses, they would have recorded the whole thing anyways.
look, if they were just like a regular schmegular prescription glasses, like €80 pop ones, then I'd be like calling them out and I'd be going to guards or something. But if they were like Burberry or Gucci or something, we'd be like, right now he has money, so you have to weigh up your chances to get what I mean. You have to take a hit sometime.
Right.
You get me?
A win is a win and all that.
A win is a win. Your fella had Burberry glasses to get what I mean.
No, I'm joking. Okay, Amber, what would you say?
Well, trust is a big thing in a relationship, and I would have a talk about that and just see where things go from there.
Yeah,
Do you know?
I think if you're in a relationship, I don't know if what the kids are doing these days, but if you're sending, actually, I wouldn't recommend sending images to anyone.
Do not ever.
I wouldn't.
It's
recommend
illegal.
that.
Don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like this, like the internet is scary as it is. But if you were to be doing that, it would have to be consensual, not screenshotting on FaceTime.
That's just weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for your dilemmas. I honestly fear for my career after this episode.
Yeah.
Dylan, Amber, thank you for joining.
Yeah,
Thanks.
How do you feel?
Great.
I just feel disgraceful with Amber here trying to jeopardize your career.
Yeah. Well,
What did I do?
What jeopardize
What
that
happened
into
to
you?
You're the one telling the mad stories out the balcony and no underwear in a house
I
gown.
forgot about all that.
Yeah.
No, this has been I think like this is probably the most I've laughed.
Feels like
Well,
we've been on here in a week.
Yeah.
Mitch was very funny, but not this funny. Sorry, Mitch. This is more chaotic.
Mitch.
Exactly. No, I'm joking, Mitch. I love
I'm
you.
joking, I'm
Okay, guys,
joking.
thanks
He's
for
very
tuning
funny.
in. He's very funny. Send in your dilemmas to onthecasepod@gmail.com or to my Instagram, TikTok, whatever's the easiest. Tune in every Wednesday. New episodes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. On the Case is an Onic original podcast hosted by me, Kasey Campion. Audio and visual design by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly. Developed and produced by series producer Paul McGregor. Executive producers Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On the Case come out every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, and you can watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening. This is an Onic original podcast.